Hi guys and gals and all my non-binary friends. So today I wanted to do a book haul. I started a book club. We haven't met yet and I haven't told everybody, but I made notes and everything. But anyway, yeah, so in that same vein of like starting a book club and like really been reading, trying to like read more and spend my time like live more purposeful, because I feel like a lot of stuff is happening, man. 2020 has been nobody going out unscathed. So the first one is I freaking iconic, bro. So this book, Our Prisons Obsolete, by Angela Davis, who is from Alabama. Shout out to her. Okay, the book goes through the history of prisons and how the framers of prison, like the people who started like the things we know as prisons, how they thought, what they thought it would be for, and how we're actually using it now. And it goes through like how corporations have gotten into the prison system, and now, I mean, from the beginning, but really now, it's like free labor, and how these corporations are just stealing labor, and doctors are experimenting on prisoners and all this kind of stuff. And it just goes into depth of how really just like prison, what it was originally for is not what we use it for now, and there's really no reason for us to have it. But you know, iconic. I've also read this one, Claiming Our Spaces, How Black Feminists Are Changing the World from the Tweets to the Streets, Feminista Jones. This is like, it's just like going through the history of different feminist movements started by Black women, and how it started on Twitter and became a whole like actual thing that really changed lives. And you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty fascinating. So yeah, that's Reclaiming Our Spaces by Feminista Jones. Y'all, this next one, bro. When I say I was hugging this book, Hood Feminism, Notes from the Women That a Movement Forgot. Oh my God. Just the title. If you don't understand what that means, like just listen, like that title alone, because after reading it, like when I first read the title, I didn't really think of it, but like after reading this, because I just finished this book today, so after reading it, it's like, yes, like that's literally what this book is about. It's about how feminism is supposed to be this thing that's supposed to protect all women, and by protecting women, you protect families. By protecting families, you're really protecting everybody, right? But when it comes to white feminism, how it can really just be one-sided, and it's not looking, you know, the white woman, oh, her feminism is, I'm empowered to go to work, and so now I can hire a nanny because I don't feel like I have to be a stay-at-home mom. But Black women and most women of color, that was never really their, you know, their plight. Like they was working, they was out there, you know what I'm saying? Like they was never given that white fragility and that white feminist femininity to even grasp at like, oh, I have to stay at home. No, I'm at work, I'm not taking care of my children. If anything, I'm the nanny that you're hiring because now you feel empowered, but you don't really care about her, right? Because that's only a footnote for your story, right? It's really powerful. I will say do not sleep on this. Do not sleep on this book. I'm sorry, I haven't even said the author's name. Mikki, Kendall, Hood Feminism, Notes from the Women That a Movement Forgot. I just felt like so seen. It's just so good. It's so freaking good, guys. Oh my God. But yeah, Hood Feminism by Mikki, Kendall. So freaking good. So freaking good. And this is what I'm about to start. Again, Miss Angela Davis, icon. Women, Race, and Class. I had started a PDF of this on the internet, but I feel like I'm better with, like, when it comes to reading, I like physically having the book, you know what I'm saying? Like I like having it in my hand, because then I'll have it in front of me and I'm like, okay, I need to read that book. I need to read my book. Oh my God. I have no idea what this book is about, The Water Dancer is a debut novel by Ta-Nehisi Coates, published on September 24th, 2019 by One World. Okay, this does not matter. It's a realist story set in the pre-Civil War South concerning a superhuman protagonist named Herman Walker who possesses photographic memory but who cannot remember his mother and is able to transport people over long distances by using a power known as conduction, which can fold the earth like fabric and allows him to travel across large areas via waterways. Oh my God. But wow, okay. So that sounds very interesting and I'm really excited to read it. I've heard really, really good things about it, and that's why when I saw it at Barnes & Noble, I really didn't want to tell. Yeah, I got my books from Barnes & Noble. I know we're not supposed to be shopping from them, but I don't know. I'll be looking for bookstores. I could be finding them. Got on my forehead. I'll be looking for bookstores, but yeah, I'm really excited to read this. This is The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarcerations in the Age of Colorblindness, is a book by Michelle Alexander, a civil rights litigation and legal scholar. The book discusses race-related issues specific to African American males and mass specific to African American males and mass incarceration in the United States. But Alexander noted that the discrimination faced by African American males is prevalent among other minorities and socioeconomically disadvantaged populations. Alexander's central premise from which the book derives its title is that mass incarceration is metaphorically the new Jim Crow. Tea! Fucking tea, you guys. I haven't read it yet, but I'm really freaking excited. If you want to really understand why people are out there in the streets protesting, these are the books you need to read. The next book is for colored girls who considered politics by Donna, Brazile, Yolanda, Caraway, Leah, Daughtry, and I'm sorry if I say it wrong, Minyon Moore. The lives of the Black women in American politics are remarkably absent from the shelves of bookstores and libraries. For colored girls who have considered politics a sweeping view of American history from the vantage points of 4 women who have lived and worked behind the scenes in politics for over 30 years. A group of women who call themselves the colored girls, like many people who have spent their careers, that's really, okay, their identities, how we choose to identify ourselves is important. How other people choose to identify us is not. So, if they want to identify themselves as the colored girls, that's their business, I guess. Like many people who have spent their careers in public service, they view their lives in 4-year waves, where presidential campaigns and elections have been common threads for most of the colored girls. So yeah, that's the book for colored girls who have considered politics, because who knows, even though I am technically a sex worker right now, I might want to consider politics. And we need voices like me, because the next book, The Warmth of Other Suns, the epic story of Americans' Great Migration. This work tells the story of the Great Migration and the Second Great Migration, the movement of African Americans out of the southern United States to the Midwest and Northeast and West from approximately 1915 to 1970. The book intertwines a general history and statistical analysis of the entire period. It includes the biographies of 3 persons: a sharecropper's wife who left Mississippi in the 1930s for Chicago named Ida Mae Burton Gadley, an agricultural worker, George, I can't read, sorry. George Swanson Starling, who left Florida for New York City in the 1940s, and Robert Joseph Pershing Foster, Lord Jesus, a doctor who left Louisiana in early 1950s, moving to Los Angeles. But yeah, this is just, again, that history of learning how Black people left and tried to move to have better opportunities, and how, their trials and tribulations throughout that. And it is thick, y'all. Again, let me see how many pages. That's the notes. It's like 500 pages. I hope you enjoyed my book haul. Please, if you have some books that you might think I might be interested in, leave those down below as well. And you guys, I can't stop coughing. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. And yeah, be safe. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Wear a mask. Wash your face. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. And don't be an asshole.